Hi guys, I've just got back from the movie Predators, and as promised, I'm going to do a review on it now. I'm going to give the reasons why I like it, but I'm also going to give the reasons of why I don't think it's going to be a classic in the same vein as the first movie Predator or Aliens, um, which I think Rodriguez was going for. He always said when he was going to do this sequel that he wanted this to be the Predator equivalent of Aliens, as Aliens was to Alien. And I'm going to really point out why I don't think he pulled that off, or why it was a mistake really to try and do that. But I did enjoy it, so I'm going to point out the stuff I did like. There was some good action scenes in it. The characters were well developed. Not all of the characters, but I would say that there was at least good. There was four good characters in there. I liked Adrian Brody's character. I thought he was well developed, well drawn out character. Someone you cared about. I liked the girl who was the Israeli sniper. I thought she was another well drawn out character. I liked the Russian guy, Yuri, I think his name was. You cared. There was enough in there for you to care about him, and the guy on death row was an interesting character. He had some funny. He had a few one-liners that were quite funny. The other ones, unfortunately, I think in the writing somewhere they just weren't developed enough for you to care about them, and that includes, is it Topher Grace? I think that's his name. It includes his character. I just didn't think it was well developed enough, and I include in that Lawrence Fishburne's character as well, who I think Rodriguez, when he wrote the movie, was going for a Marlon Brando, Apocalypse Now type of character. But I actually found when his scene come up, it slowed the movie down, and this is the problem with Predators compared to Predator. Predator is a really well paced movie, and it picks up speed and never lets go. Even in the scenes like where they slow down, they're meant to have some dialogue and talk about what's going on. You never felt the movie slowed down. Whereas in the middle of this, where they meet up with Lawrence Fishburne's character, it does slow down a great deal. I didn't really feel the inclusion of his character was necessary. It could have been written out. I know he was there to give the main characters some information on who these new predators are and what they're about, but for the information he gave, it really was superficial. It wasn't really needed, I don't think. It didn't really tell me, the viewer, anything new about what I know about the Predator, the alien itself. And this is another problem with the Predators. I just think three's too many. Three bad guy Predators too many. It kind of sort of took away from the creature itself that was built up in the first one. The first one was made to look like this creature was the baddest thing in the universe, and it could take out an entire crack team of commandos. Whereas in this one, because obviously you got three of them, they're not always made to look as badass as one would do if it was taking out an entire squad. The main Predator, the Mr. Black, was a good character. It was I think that was the one that you really felt was more like the creature from the first film. But the other two that followed him around, I felt they were not needed, and they could have basically made it into just get rid of those two and just made it as one bad Predator. And I know that would have ruined the title of the movie, but that's just how I feel. I just feel that next time, if there's going to be a sequel, I would like it to go back to being one Predator. I just think that's it's a bit like having a Jaws movie, and having three sharks in it. I know that happened in it, Deep Blue Sea, and I just think that you just have one big bad monster in it. The movie would be better. Um, just the action scenes were good. There was some great fighting battles in it, fights in it. Um, I thought the Pred dogs were okay. They were a bit CGI, but the scene with them was still pretty good. The soundtrack's great, and it's just a fun movie. I enjoyed it. I'll probably get it on Blu-ray. I'll probably watch it again on Blu-ray. Uh, it was good fun. It's not something that I would, as I said, say it would go down as a classic. Um, Maybe it's because it just didn't feel an original. It didn't feel original film. There was a lot of homage to Aliens and Predator, and there's a lot of scenes in it I've seen before from the first film. Oh, I'm watching it and thinking, oh yeah, that's from the first film. Oh yeah, they did that in the first film, and as a sequel, it was good, but uh, it just didn't have that it factor that the first movie had. But I would definitely recommend people to go and see it. It was good, and I think you'll enjoy it for the time you're watching the movie. But I don't think you're going to take anything away from it thinking, oh wow, that was one of the best films I've ever seen. I don't think you're going to feel like that when you walk out of the cinema. I think you're just going to think that you had a good 2 hours watching the film. And that's it basically. I hope when you go and see it, you have fun. So take care.